Today's episode is brought to you by Rebirth Body Butters and Candles, proudly made in the beautiful beach town of San Clemente, California. All of our products are Christ-inspired and given Christian names. We make everything in small batch, so you place your order and we make your order with very little stock on our shelves. Every jar has its own label indicating what it is, and we have candles and body butters that match. If you're looking for a gift for someone, grab one of our bundles. We also offer sample kits in case you're not sure what scent you really want to try. We are currently working on launching our wax melts, which will be coming out this holiday season. Check out our website at rebirthbodybutters.com. Well, I guess it's my week. I got voted in to talk to you guys this week about what I do. And if you've not gone to our website, then you don't know. Or if you've not watched our podcasts, then you don't know. I am a certified brain health coach. My mother was diagnosed with Alzheimer's in 2019, and she was diagnosed with that disease off of a 2017 brain scan that was done on her. And oh my gosh, that's so cute.
That was the best. Please don't take that out. I loved it. That was so funny. You can
Oh
my God.
I'll take this laughter out because it's a long laugh track, but that was amazing.
No, laughter's good for brain health. Keep it in.
That's true.
Yes.
Okay, well, that was my husband hiding from the camera to close the window. That was so good. So anyway, I started a brain health coaching course, and it was for Alzheimer's prevention. And the reason that I did that was because I wanted to find out, when my mom was diagnosed with Alzheimer's, how to heal her. I knew I couldn't take the Alzheimer's away, but I also knew that there had to be a way to make her healthier. So we moved her in with us after she got diagnosed and put her on a strict ketogenic diet, got her started exercising, and we were able to take her completely off of all of her diabetic medications after her doctor had said once someone's on insulin for diabetes, they never come off, which to me, that was like challenge accepted, right? Because I've been aware of big pharma for a long time, and I was like, this joker's getting money for insulin, and I am not going to let this, my mom's not going to be his piggy bank. So we made it happen. We got her A1C down. We got her off all of her medication. Took a minute, but we finally found a geriatric doctor who agreed with us about getting her off statin drugs, getting her off insulin, getting her off all these crazy drugs that she was on. Later on down the road, she was already on Alzheimer's memory meds. And later on down the road, we found out that those medications actually caused more harm than good. And they're highly dependent. But we also learned if we took her off of them, she would decline faster. So we left her on her memory meds. Long story short, on that score, I really wanted to understand how Alzheimer's could be prevented. So I took these courses, I read these books, I created a course for Alzheimer's prevention, and began keto and got carnivore keto and supplement certified so that I could help other people protect their brain from Alzheimer's. What ended up happening through that when I started that business was I found that more people were more interested in losing weight, which is great, but that wasn't my journey. That wasn't what I felt called to do. I've always felt more called to speaking like this, having interviews with people, and not necessarily helping people lose weight. I want people to lose weight for their brain health, because obesity is one of the number one killers in this world, in this country right now. And I think, I don't know, Sherry and I just were looking up something the other day. More than 50% of the US population is currently obese, and children make up a huge part of that population. And so starting off so young and being so sick, I just saw the other day where they want to put kids on Ozempic now. They want to put kids on statin drugs now. This is a really sick country. So I have a huge passion for that, but I want to do it more on a public space instead of a one-on-one coaching. And I've been praying and praying and praying about it. And I still have all of my information. I still have my YouTube channel for it, but God really put on my heart that I needed to be involved in a different kind of ministry. And so in 2022, 23, we were living in Alaska, and I wanted to have softer skin. It's very arid up there, and our skin was so dry in the winter. And so I was cooking everything in beef tallow because we loved fried food. And I knew if you fried beef tallow, it wasn't as bad. I would make us homemade tortilla chips and things like that. And this was before I decided to be carnivore. And so I decided I wanted to see if tallow would be good for the skin. And I did not have any idea. When you're in Alaska, you're removed from everything else going on in the lower 48. I had no idea that this is already a trend happening in the lower 48. Tallow was kind of a thing. So I created this tallow body butter, and I combined beef tallow with shea butter. At the time, I was using apricot oil and essential oils, and that was it. And I loved it. I let some friends of mine in Alaska use it. They loved it, and they were like, "You need to sell this." And I thought, do I really want to start yet another business? So I sent it to some friends in different parts of the world, all of you ladies included, and wanted to see how it would affect skin on people in different climates. And it turned out that it affected skin in different climates very nicely, apparently. So again, praying about what God's intention was for me. And if you've not seen all of our videos, I am a post-abortive Christian, which means that in my pre-saved life, I had an abortion, and that was the hardest part. That was the one thing that Satan kept me from God through, was that guilt and shame. And I knew I wanted to be involved in pro-life somehow. So again, I thought I was doing something completely new. I decided that I would donate a percentage of all of my sales to pro-life around the country. Lo and behold, found out there were other companies doing it. And I was like, yes, this is amazing. So Rebirth Body Butters was born, and it has gone through multiple transitions since I started it, from logo design to label design uh, to what I use in the product now. The only thing I've actually changed in the product is, instead of apricot oil, I use jojoba oil, because I had a lady tell me she's allergic to apricots, and I thought, oh, I probably shouldn't be using a seeded fruit oil, because there are a lot of people that are allergic to seed fruits. So I use jojoba oil now, and yeah, so I have these beautiful body butters. They are whipped, and they come in 4 ounces. They come in 2 ounces. I also do candles. They are clean burning. They have a wood wick in them, and they have a little beeswax in them to keep them from softening up too much, because beef tallow has a lower melting point than paraffin. And it also doesn't smoke. You don't get the toxins in the air. I have these lovely little sampler kits. If you don't know what scent you want to try, you can try 9 of them and see which one is your favorite. I do a lot of, my goal is to do a lot of Christian-based trade shows. So this year I did a show in Florida, where I was, Sherry came down and joined me, and we did a Turning Point USA event that went swimmingly well. And I just had so much fun. My background is sales, and I love talking to people in person and just building relationships and having conversations, which is kind of, I think, another reason why the online coaching doesn't really work for me, because that's not my jam. So this December, I'm doing another Turning Point event that's got about 4 times the number of attendees that the one in Florida had. And I'm so excited. That's my focus for the next 3 months, is preparing for that. I have an online store. 10% of all of my sales, and I think it's important that I say sales, because a lot of people will donate profit. I donate 10% of all of my sales. So whatever the top number is for my sales, I take that number and pull 10% out and donate that to pro-life across the country. And I do some of the internet or some of the national organizations like Preborn and ICU Mobile. Those are companies that go around and do ultrasounds for free for women who aren't sure if they're going to keep their baby or not. And I can't remember what the number is. I want to say it's like 90% of women, once they hear the heartbeat or they see the baby on an ultrasound, they keep the baby. Um, I'm very passionate about pro-life. I'm very passionate about women keeping their babies. Even if you can't keep your baby, there are so many of us out there that will adopt your baby. Just don't kill it. We are in a world right now where unfortunately the sacrifice of children, just like in Old Testament biblical days, is celebrated, and it's considered to be something that we need to, lift up and be proud of women for doing. And it's just sick. It's so evil and it's so demonic, and it continues to grow as a I don't know, a cool thing to do. I saw a really disturbing video yesterday. I'll put a link to it, of a woman who took the abortion pill and then saved the baby after it came out and showed it on the video in a plastic bag. You could see the umbilical cord. It was, I mean, it was literally this big, but she celebrated it. I mean, this is the murder of an actual human life. This is the society that we're living in right now. And there are so many of us that are creating more and more groups. I became, as a business, I became affiliated with a company called White Rose Resistance, who is really fighting the abortion industry. Um, that's what God put on my heart. That is what I am meant to do, because Satan had such a hold on me for so long on that one issue, and I was so ashamed, and there's no way I would tell anyone. I mean, it took me years to tell my husband. Um, it's just that is the thing that I'm supposed to be doing right now. So I still will talk to people about brain health and healing and diabetes and all of those very important things around health and wellness. I am still very educated on it. I still watch videos. I still read about it, because it's so important for me. I'm predisposed to have those Alzheimer's in a large way, so I'm always looking for ways that I can continue to be healthy and protect my brain. But my business now, my evolution through the last 3 years that we've all been together, which is why we're doing this series over the next few weeks, is that I'm now focused on the health and wellness of unborn children through a physical product, which I love making. And to me, it's a win-win. You get beautiful, healthy skin, and I get to donate to pro-life. So that is what I am doing in my life now. Any questions?
All of that in a nutshell.
Beautiful.
Amazing.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
And we got to see
Amazing.
the whole journey
Mm-hmm.
so far.
Yes, you all did.
Mm-hmm.
You did.
And I'm a huge proponent of all of your products. I love them all. They're amazing. So if you haven't checked them out, go check out Leigh Ann's store.
Yeah. I have wax melts coming too for Christmas. I'm actually, so I'm doing, if you think of a lot of people don't want to burn candles if they've got children or something like that. And I have now wax melts, and they're so lovely. They smell so good. So those will be launching in December.
Awesome. So what is your
I
website?
love
Isn't it is it Rebirth?
Rebirthbodybutters.com with an S.
RebirthBodybutters.com. Okay. Butters.com. And we'll put those links in the comments and show notes so you guys have them.
Yeah. I love all the scents because you use essential oils, and there's just all kinds of different scents you can get. And
yes, they are beautiful and
I think
perfect.
the sample pack is amazing because then you can test them all out, and then you'll still have a hard time deciding. So, but
I just created 2 new scents for the Christmas season: ginger snap and peppermint spice, and they're so fun.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's super fun.
And
Super fun.
all of the names of all of my body butters are something from a biblical kind of perspective, like adoration. Adoration is this one here, and it is orange and vanilla and cardamom. Oh my gosh, I think this is probably my favorite scent.
That's good.
And then graceful is vanilla and jasmine, and it's just so lovely for a lot of people who love floral. And then I
One
also
of my favorites too.
have lavender and I have a magnesium soaked lavender with a little bit of vanilla in it for, us ladies who need more magnesium in our lives. So that's just a couple of them. I also have, the ones that a lot of people like with lemongrass and citrusy flavors and so I have warm
Mm.
and bright scents. But again, all of the ones that are in my story around have some form of a biblical tint to them in the name. And with the Christmas ones, I kind of wanted to make it more attractive for what people go look for in Bath and Body Works or the Body Shop. So it's going to be under a Christmas collection called Joy to the World because that's the time of year
Love
that
it.
we celebrate the birth
Love
of
it.
Jesus, and they'll have normal Christmas names. So Julie had to leave us for another call.
Awesome. Yeah. I think I love the candles too, because how long do they burn?
They burn for about
'Cause
40
that's amazing.
hours. They're 4 ounces and they burn for about 40 ounces. I have not started working on larger candles yet. I intend to at some point, but I just need to build up some some more sales because the jars for a larger candle aren't within my budget right now.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That's okay.
No, I love they're in jars too.
Yeah, so I was putting them in tins and they were melting. I shipped a bunch to Florida and she got her box and they were just completely melted. She sent me pictures and I had been thinking about putting them in glass jars. So now what I love is, let's show you. If you get a candle, so this is the candle, and I also do bundles. So if you get a bundle, you get the candle and the butter in one and they look the same. But then you have a
Cool.
can and a butter. Yeah. And then I
Mhm.
know Brianne had suggested that I do a travel kit, and I'm working on that. I don't know if I'll do that by the end of the year, but it's coming. So
Oh, very exciting.
lots of fun stuff happening.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
And
want to do it
I
all
have
right
to just
now.
put what?
I said I want to do it all right now, and I just can't. I have a business coach who has to kind of slow me down.
Exactly. One thing at a time. One thing at a time. It's hard. I'm the same way. I want to do all the things all at once, and then I get like in 10 different directions.
Oh yeah, I've got
Mhm.
chapstick tubes. I'm working on a lip chapstick, a balm, and I've got what else do I have over there? I've got like um, castor oil to work on a face cream. I mean, I bought all these ingredients to work on all these other products, but I'm trying to just build the line that I created initially. So,
Nice.
One thing at a time, but you still got to have fun. You'll figure it out.
oh yeah, oh
You're
yeah.
always going to be expanding into something new, I'm sure. But I have to put in
Mhm.
a plug for the magnesium body butter because that is my absolute favorite. I love it and I use it every single day. And it is really hard to find a good, healthy magnesium body butter that doesn't have anything processed or seed oils or stuff like that in it. So I love it.
Thank you.
It's my favorite. So
Just
I
a
just want to put a
just a
plug in
body
there.
butter anyway. Just a
Yeah.
body butter anyway that's clean. I
Mhm.
mean, you can read all of the ingredients. You know what they all are. It's like,
Yep.
Well, and that's kind of what
yeah.
started it.
Exactly.
Was you can't find a lotion in any store, even the health food stores. You can't find a lotion or
Mhm.
any kind of a body butter that doesn't have a lot of preservatives in it
Yeah.
and seed oils. So that's why I made it because my husband and I are very conscious about what we put on our skin and in our bodies. But um, yeah, it just we love it. And I really wanted the magnesium one because I'm perimenopausal. So
Me too. I need extra magnesium. And actually, most people do need extra
especially
magnesium.
women.
So, especially women. Yeah. It
I,
makes a huge difference.
when I was
I
doing
sleep so much better since I started using the magnesium body butter. So, it makes a big
Mm.
difference.
I should use
It helps with
magnesium body
sleep.
butter at night. I hadn't even thought of it.
Yeah.
It does, it helps with
Well, it's
sleep. It's
also
very surprising how much it does. Yeah.
hmm yeah, that's the thing I found too with magnesium is if you get cramps, if you put that on your cramps, like if you get a Charlie horse in the middle of the night or anything cramps up the back of your leg, put it on the magnesium, and I've had it go away like that. So
Yeah.
yeah,
I use
definitely
I use
helps, and it's
the all of the other body butters like all over, and especially in Nebraska, it gets so dry here in the wintertime, especially, and even in the summer. And the thing I like about it is that it like seals your skin. It like seals the moisture in, and it just absorbs so well. I don't know. I love it. I love everything about it. So
Thank
good.
Well, another
yeah,
thing that we're doing, just to let you know, for those of you who are churchgoers, we are starting a fundraising campaign. So, what we're trying to do is get into churches around the country and be one of the fundraisers that the church uses. And what that looks like is you can either purchase the product from us wholesale and then sell it at your own price, or you can do individual fundraising forms like a lot of people like to do, and we will fill those orders as they come in, and then you get 15% of the sales as your fundraiser. So those are that's kind of the big focus I'm working on outside of preparing for this show coming up, is getting fundraisers set up. So if you have someone that's got a fall fundraiser coming up and you think they'd be interested in using our product as a fundraiser, we would love to talk to you, because that's, yeah. Again, it's for me,
right.
it's about building relationships, and my whole background is business to business sales, so that's kind of why I'm pushing that direction.
I think that's
Yeah. Well,
amazing.
Christian schools too. Christian schools would be a
Yeah, yeah,
great place
I'm gonna focus
because
on,
they're always doing fundraisers,
yeah, there's one right
and
up the
and then
street.
that yeah it helps educate the children also.
Yeah,
You know.
it's true. So yeah,
Yeah.
we're pretty excited.
Yeah. Pretty exciting updates.
Yeah. So I still work a full-time job and try to do this business. I'm not, unfortunately, not growing it quite as fast as I would like to, but you all can help.
It's amazing.
Yay.
Just amazing. I
Yeah.
love having these options, and yeah, just I mean, I challenge any of you to go look at the lotions that you're using and look at what's on there for ingredients. How many ingredients do you have, Leigh Ann?
4.
Like 4,
Yeah.
and 2 of them are like essential oils, or
Well, no, so I count all the different essential oils as one ingredient. So it's beef tallow, shea butter, jojoba oil, and then whatever essential oils are making up the scent.
yeah.
Yeah.
So take a look at what you're using and see if you could actually beat that number of ingredients. Because I'm betting no, unless you already have them.
I will say this, I do have friends that have used it who have dogs, and the dogs will lick them to death.
Well,
So
it's edible. I mean, it is
yeah,
edible.
it is edible, and it is a beef product. So um,
That's too
they,
funny.
no one has stopped using it because of that, but they do giggle over the fact that their dogs love the flavor.
That's so
That's so
funny.
funny,
Ah,
right? But
that's
that's the
awesome.
thing too, is that because you're putting it on your body, you want it to be something that could be edible because your body is taking it right in just like food. So think about
Right.
that as well.
And that's kind of what the jojoba oil does. It's a cofactor to help get it into the skin. It helps it absorb. So that's the reason it's in there. There's very little jojoba oil in there, actually. It's truly just a helper.
Nice.
Yeah. So there you have it. That's what I'm doing in my world today. So again, if you're in our membership group, which I encourage you to go check out, I am I'm still going to help people around brain health. I'm still going to help people around keto and carnivore if you're looking for a new way to eat. The other ladies are big veggie eaters. I don't eat veggies at all. Keto, you still eat vegetables. Carnivore, you do not. But if you're interested in anything like that, I'm still available for that. I'm still around for it. That's just not my primary business today.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for sharing.
Yeah,
And if you're not already
Yeah.
subscribed to her email list to get all of her information, sales, and product updates, go do that.
yeah, I'm trying to get better about that too. So things are coming, things are happening. So please go ahead and be sure to share this with everyone that you know. If you have someone out there who could use something that's natural and Christian based, because we are very, very, very vocal about being a faith-based business and don't hide from that at all. We don't try to sugarcoat it. We don't skirt our values. We're very, which is why I'm focused on doing business with churches. So if you are interested or know someone who is, please share this video with them. And otherwise, like, subscribe, and comment below what your favorite scent is. Maybe I'm not making it yet, but I can. And we will see you next time. Thanks, everyone.